This is San Felipe, which is a lot more touristy than most of the other places we visit.
Very touristy compared to where we've been. It's not too far from the border, so a lot of gringo Americans come down for the weekend, and there also seems to be a lot of local Mexican tourists as well.
Yeah, it's a busy weekend. The storm passed over last night, so everything's pretty good here. We're just kind of wandering around.
Located only a 2-hour drive south of the U.S. border in the large town of Mexicali, San Felipe is a popular beach getaway for both Americans and Mexican nationals. It was a bit of a shock for us to see so many people on the beach, souvenir shops lining the streets, and beachside vendors selling everything you could imagine. It was like the equivalent of a street fair, only the shops are brought right to your beach umbrella.
Oh. The boat's got nothing. So San Felipe is still a nice place, yeah?
It is, yeah.
It's definitely different from the places we normally go. We're so close to the border here. But every place is a bit unique. And this is no different. We've got some pretty cool wrecked boats we're going to go check out over here.
Yeah, it looks pretty sweet, actually.
Some old, like, shrimping boats, maybe?
Yeah, some big old fishing boats.
I don't even know what that wood was. It's all wood. It's kind of cool.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we never learned the story of these old boats, but they certainly made for some interesting art pieces. There's a boat from Museo de la Ballena, which is a whale museum out of La Paz, and they're up here doing work with the Vaquita, which is an extremely endangered dolphin. So we're going to chat with them and catch up with them in a few days, which would be cool.
Yeah, we can't wait to find out a bit more of that. Apparently there's like less than 30 of these creatures left on Earth, and from everything we've read, basically it is extinct. Because it starts the inbreeding.
Too few to make a comeback, basically.
Yeah, so they're going to try and last minute to try to start doing a captive breeding program, which they're not too confident on. But yeah, we'll find out more.
On the dock, we met with the crew of Narval, the boat from the Whale Museum in La Paz. From them, we learned that the Vaquita Porpoise, which only lives here in the upper Sea of Cortez, is extremely threatened by the illegal nets used to fish the totuaba, which is a fish that only lives in the upper Gulf and is highly valued in China for its swim bladder. Many fishermen go out in search of this fish illegally, as it is sold in the black market to Asian buyers for many thousands of dollars. The crew aboard this boat go out in search of old nets that have been left out, often finding all types of sea life that has been caught in the nets and perished. Their last sighting of a vaquita was 4 months ago when one was found dead in a net. We commend them on their work and hope that their efforts continue. Located in the very northern end of the Gulf of California, San Felipe is subject to a huge tidal range, with tide changes of up to 20 feet. At low tide, the sand and mud flats stretch a long ways from shore, and even portions of the harbor inside the breakwater completely dry out.
Hillary's back in the driver's seat and we're heading to wait in line to cross the border back to the States.
Yeah.
So there's like a blend of the cities and the states. I don't know, this is called Mexicali. The other side in Mexico is Calexico. So the California first, the Mexico second.
There's the border.
Oh, and here we come up to the stop. Ready? Right there's the stop. Got people waiting, people selling stuff. It would be really good if we had some shade things right now.
Shade covering.
But no, there's some guys here trying to sell us shade coverings.
It's like the most popular thing while you wait in line, and they come up and they put the shade thing on the car to let you feel the shade for a second. Got ice cream over there. More ice cream up ahead. This
line is, well, I don't know. This is from where we were last time. So it said 60 minutes last time. Okay. The online thing says 90 minutes. But that was updated 4 hours ago. So that's a lot of time for people to wait in line and sell you stuff.
It is, yeah. All sorts of crazy knickknacks and stuff they have here,
yeah.
Right? Like random stuff. But
the random stuff that you think, there's no way I would possibly need that to cross the border.
Ever in my life,
so,
let alone like...
Wait, before I cross the border, I really need a...
llama statue. Or like...
Yeah, there was some random stuff. Not the food stuff, that makes sense. Like drinks, food, snacks, creams, it's a long way. But that right there is the wall, the border. Yeah. There is houses right there.
Like 50 feet away, 100 feet away.
Yep. We've still got a 4-hour drive. You have a 4-hour drive.
About 4.5 hour drive.
To Phoenix. Because in Phoenix we have to pick up.
Oh wait, here we can get our hammock and our Jesus painting.
Oh my God. No, we don't. See, now you gave... Hillary's back driving. We're doing a real quick 2-day trip.
1 to 2 day trip
to Phoenix to pick up a dive compressor.
Yeah, we found one finally online on eBay.
One of the couples that supports us on Patreon was so awesome and let us use their address to ship the compressor to from Ohio.
Yeah, which was awesome. An amazing, huge help because we don't have anywhere to ship it.
Yeah, thank you very much. That's very helpful indeed. That's the most challenging part, is shipping and how to get those items between the two countries, I guess.
Yeah, so that's exciting.
Now we don't have to worry about where we're going to dive. We don't have to worry about cleaning the bottom. We can just chuck a tank on and use it and then refill the tank.
Whenever we want, yeah.
Something new for us to figure out how to use. It's hot.
It's very hot.
We had the air conditioning off.
We need to turn the air conditioning back on.
So you could hear us, but sorry. What's that? Can't hear you.
Can't hear you.
Alright, we're coming up on the border here finally.
Almost there.
Yeah, we've got our passports in hand. We're going to see if we have any issues. Alright, we're in America.
Welcome to America.
This is the border checkpoint right here behind us. We just got through okay. They were a little bit sketchy on Hillary. They said she's got way too much of a tan to be from Washington State. But yeah, we're in America now. We're in Calexico. I'll show you the sign here and we're going to make our way straight to Phoenix. Yeah. Cool. We're in Phoenix. We're here to get our compressor.
Yeah, it's here today, which is really exciting.
We're here with Rick, one of our patrons.
Rick right there.
Helping us out, right mate?
Yep.
Yeah.
Rick and Pam.
They got themselves a boat. You got it in San Diego?
Yep, we have a sailboat in San Diego, SV Smithsonian. Our last name is Smith, and we're from Arizona, so that was the brilliant name we came up with.
Oh.
But right now we're landlocked, but we're going to find some stuff we need today.
Yeah, he's awesome. He's helping us out with coordinating and driving around town here. Alright, we're at the shipping place. Time to check out this compressor, see how it's packed, and load it up.
Load it up.
Alright, there it is. See how the heck we're gonna fit that in the trunk of the car.
Wrap this at least.
Picking up the compressor, it came shipped in a large crate that we wondered how we would get into the car and back to Varuna. Luckily, once unpacked, our Bauer Jr. 2 compressor easily fit into the trunk, and so began the journey home. In the rental car across the border to Mexicali, then on the bus with us back to San Felipe, and finally in the trunk of a taxi all the way to the dock. As our compressor is gas-powered, it needs an air intake hose that can be placed well clear of the exhaust fumes, and we had forgotten to pick one up while we were in the US. But lucky for us, the friendly crew of Narval was happy to help us out, driving us to a hardware and an auto parts store to find some hose.
Muy bien, gracias.
Yeah, this will be good. This is perfect, I think. And then will this be tight enough to push in, yeah? Or
Bueno.
Yeah, 20 pies?
20 pies.
Sí. Sí, apellido y nombre. Okay. And then even taking us grocery shopping. Testing out the compressor for the first time, we noticed it wouldn't run without the choke open. Another one of the friendly locals who was doing some work on another boat volunteered to help us troubleshoot the problem. We cleaned the carburetor and checked the systems, but for now, this remains a project for another day. Thank you so much for watching, and a huge thanks to Pam and Rick and all of our followers for their support. Please take a moment to check out the links in the description below, and don't forget to leave us a comment, give a thumbs up, and subscribe so you don't miss out. Until next time, adios.